out of the side, a photo picture, out comes photo, photo, man, dig that photo, photo, baby and me, we're having a spree. Oh yeah. Joe, let me have a quarter, man. Man, I just spent 30 cents. Oh, well, it's time to go home anyway. Oh, hey, give me a push, fella. Gassy, man, gassy.
All the rage, teenage machine age, lots of fun, and the time is just about 10:21 in the first hour of power. All the R&B in full frantic flower as we go rocking and reeling and hanging from the ceiling and answering letters from you out there. Remember, we can giggle, we can jiggle, we can bobble, we can blast, but without that mail, the show won't last. Here's a blast for Roger and John and Louie and George in the convertible and Eddie and to Duncan, who we'd like to have back. This from Dex Blair of the Barberton Dragmasters. All right, we got another crazy wavy blaster for A.J. O'Donnell and Dan Sullivan and Larry Urbanek and Dave Dunn and Bob Lemon and Al Bossert and Jim and Paul and Jim and Tom and Bob and Ed and Mike and Jim and James of St. Ed's, and for Ron Keppen and the Juniors, and for George Heinendry. And also we're going to flip-flop and fly for all the dragons at St. Philip and at James, and especially for Clem Cadiddlehopper and Margie McMagpie, Wally Walnut, and yours truly, Dracula's great-great-great-great-great-great-granddaughter. All right, and also for Sharon and Mike and Pat and John and Pam and Bob and all the Del Airs and Gary and Kathy and Claude, Mary and Joe. We're going to let the gravy flow for Cynthia and Butch and Cheryl. Yeah, we got gravy by the barrel. Yeah.
I love a good practical joke. You know, this whole thing started when my crazy buddy Melvin hooked a smoke bomb to my car. Bluey. Boy, I love a good practical joke. So after I pick up the hood of the car and throw it in the trunk, I whip over to the post office to drop off the package for Melvin. Boy, what a package. Took me 3 hours to get the Excelsior wadded in just right so you wouldn't know there was a live cobra inside. Boy, was he surprised. I love a good practical joke. Next day, I hear from Melvin with a bang. I guess he was pretty sore about that snake because in the middle of the night, he paints out the white line on the road that goes past my house. And he paints another one right up my driveway through the living room, and pow! I hear this big noise, and there's this diesel truck roaring through my backyard wearing my bathtub for a radiator cap. I love a good practical joke. And you know Melvin's nuts about golf. So I sneak over to where he plays, and I grab his golf bag out of the locker. Get this, I cut holes in all the balls, and I hollow them out, and I fill them up with nitroglycerin, boy. What a drive. Pow! All of a sudden, from hole 1 to 18, one big sand trap. But I didn't stay one up on old Melvin long, boy. Oh, what a mad cat he is. He gets this lion out of the zoo, and he shaves off all the mane, and he chains it up out and back to Rover's house. Lucky I caught the gag before the lion caught me. Too bad about the mailman, though. I love a good practical joke. You know, Melvin uses an electric razor, and here I am hooking high-tension wires from the third rail on the train tracks that run by where he lives. When he comes home to shave with 6,000 volts, boy, will he be burning. Hey, what's that green smoky stuff coming in under the door? Poison gas. Man, that Melvin's done it again. Man, I love a good practical joke.
All All right, for April Fool and all you ghouls out there, more of the jive at 10:25. Round sounds, and all of them rare. We wouldn't put them on the air in the land of Oobla-Dee, and that's exactly where you be as we go, rocking and reeling and hanging from the ceiling. Or Jim and Barb and Sandy and Judy and the kids from Brooklyn. Also for Mo and his Stork Burgers, and for Harry the Pill Pusher, and for Gene and Jim and Hap, from Guy and Dell and Jimmy, and for all the kids at Horace Mann. And we've got a mad master plan for Gopher Gordon and Big Marcia, for the Terror of Clifton Park and Bob Hartford, and for Bob and Ronnie, and Doug and Kathy and Bob Dempsey and his ever-loving, and for Ken and Lorraine. Thumping and jumping, man, that's plain. Yeah, slipping and sliding. Here's that greasy glider, Doc Stark and Apple Cider.